Welcome to Sponsored by Nobody. This week sponsored by Time Travel. We have Life Premium. It is November 2024, and we are playing Pokemon Misfit Island Episode 3. We are using a homebrew of the Wild Word system, and I am Ian the Professor, and we have X playing Y.
Hi, I'm Bev, and I'm playing or Grunt. The Grunt.
I'm Kaz, and I am playing Ruby.
And I'm Caitlin, and I'm playing Roquette.
Excellent. And astute listeners will have noticed a slight difference in vocal tones from our regular group and this group, or at least our last week group and this group. You're correct. These are different people. You might even have caught that by their names. And
we are, in fact, ladies. No. Reveals mask.
We're diversifying. We're trying our best.
We're doing a Marvel where, we just have that one scene in Avengers where it's like, hey, look, women.
Don't worry, listeners.
I was
we
on
pay
the
them
Lego
70%
today.
last.
That scene got a Lego set.
Ian, you got that wrong. It would be 30% less.
No. We pay you.
Oh, it's even worse? Oh, okay, cool. I see.
Wait,
how
you're getting paid?
Right? Hang on.
We joke. None of us get paid.
We joke
nobody
because it keeps us.
But yeah, no, we're not doing a whole switching groups this time. This is just kind of a one-off little funsies. So for listeners, you're getting some kind of secret inside knowledge as to stuff going on in the background of the world. And I thought it'd be a fun way to do it with another group rather than me just trying to sprinkle it in without the players noticing, because it's very hard to give the listeners secret advice without the players noticing, because obviously the only time the listeners hear what I'm talking about or what we're doing is when the players are also doing a thing. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this episode. If not, just listen to everything anyway, because why not? What else are you going to do with your time?
Read books, go outside, spend time with friends and loved
Don't give them ideas.
Touch some grass. It's all good.
But you could have us as the white noise in the background.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah. So we open on a enclosed room. It's dimly lit, those fluorescent kind of ticking, humming lights going as 3 separate doors open, and the 3 of you walk in. Do you want to describe your characters, please?
Gonna have to call in the class because we're all too polite to go first.
Well, you talked first, so
Dang
Grunt.
Yes.
So wait, am I introducing myself or am I just describing for the
Yeah, either or, however you want to feel. You've entered this room. There's 2 other ladies walking into the room. There's a table set up, 3 chairs, all facing a wall with a projector screen that's what white static kind of fuzz.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, so we walk into. I assume we're all wearing. Are we wearing our uniforms right now? Or are we
100%.
We are okay.
Yeah.
So what you see before you is a very standard Team Galactic grunt. This is straight out of the just if you pull up a game guide. And there's pictures of the grunts there. Hi, that's me. That's what I look like. But here's the thing: is I have tried very hard to make myself look that way. Right? I don't even know what my personal sense of style is, because I'm fully committed to the grunt bit, and thus I introduce myself to everybody with a firm hello. I'm Nice to meet you all. And I sit down. Also, kind of awkwardly, like with that energy of like, yes, I totally belong here. I don't have imposter syndrome. And I sit and look just the most like, yes, look at me sitting strong like I belong here, but also, oh no, am I taking up too much space? No, don't take up space. Yeah, sit. Knees at a reasonable distance from the chair and each other. Yeah, nailed it. You hear me murmuring this inner monologue as I sit in the chair.
So while she's mentally measuring with a ruler the distance between the chair and the table,
Deliberately
Ruby,
sitting in the middle seat, I might add.
Yes.
of course,
Yeah.
got to make sure that there's enough space for everyone. Ruby walks in. She is in uniform, kind of, though she has kind of modified it to put her own take on it. So
I disapprove.
Of course you would.
But like also in a way that I don't want you to make you feel like I'm judging you. That's not what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Because I do have it kind of like tied up, kind of to make it like a little crop top, but tied up, just under your boobs.
Oh, dang, I'm jealous too.
I've got like the big hair swoop across like one eye. My hair is like a vibrant kind of reddy purple color. And you can technically say that I'm wearing the uniform, but it's very, very much modified. I've got all kinds of like piercings, and I just walk in with an I don't give a crap attitude, sit down at the chair and just kind of look around. It's like, sup, and just lean back and cross my arms. Oh, I have a katana as well, and it kind of gets in the way a little bit.
By the way,
BT dubs, there's a katana on my back.
is it on your back? How are you sitting in this chair then?
Very awkwardly.
Do you take it off, or like what do you?
Nobody is comfortable in these chairs.
Yeah, so I tried to like wear it and slide into the chair, but then it just kept catching. So I was like, ugh, annoying. And then I just made it into like a little waist belt thing.
Nice. Really quick, sorry. If you look at the map page on the character sheets, I've added a picture of the Team Galactic Grunt's standard uniform.
So that one is Bev. And, sorry, that one is Grunt. Just
as far as like team
I've definitely
uniforms
colored in
go,
the
it's pretty. It's snazzy.
This is a snazzy uniform.
It's a snazzy.
a little futuristic for my tastes. So we all walking in. Roquette walks in, and she is also technically wearing the uniform, but in classic like kind of like art kid vibed, altered it, so she's made it slightly more of like oversized sweatery type thing and attached patches on it to get some pieces of flair in there. And they're
8 are required.
If you look at it, you'll notice that you can still see the Galactic G. She didn't like completely cover it up, but the primary addition is a big red R, like sewn onto it. She's got a hat, also has a red R, and like slung around her waist is a like Batman style tool belt with some like red and black detailing and things like that. So she walks in, does a little, like head tilt, kind of sup, nod, and sits in the chair like a normal human person. You guys think it's so weird.
Does not think about sitting in the chair.
She sits. Maybe she's probably slouching, and maybe like fiddling with her sleeves or trying to unstick one of her very obviously Team Rocket patches from her tool belt because it got snagged.
Amazing. As the three of you sit down, the projector screen flits a little bit as the Team Galactic symbol gets into focus, and you hear a voice. It says, "Welcome. The three of you have been chosen for an elite mission. You are needed to infiltrate the AEther lab in the Alola region. We have a undercover operative who could use your help." You you see the image changes to a picture of the Alola AEther lab. The AEther lab, known for its research into interdimensional travel. Something Team Galactic is also known for is their interdimensional travel. And again, your goal as Team Galactic is conquer the galaxy, because obviously the world's not enough. So yeah, a picture of the AEther lab. The voice over the projector comes on again and says, "We have managed to procure 3 identification cards that will gain you access into the main building. However, it doesn't gain you access into the entirety of the building, but it will allow you a cover to get in and walk around." And you see from the table opens up, and up rises 3 passes, like key card passes with a picture of your face on it, sort of thing, that you can take. And also a research lab coat that you can put on as a disguise. The projector switches to a room, switches to a picture of Cosmog. Cosmog being the gaseous nebula kind of Pokemon. And the voice over the projector says, "This is Cosmog. It's a Pokemon being held in the portal room. It is what is powering the portal as far as we are aware. It's obviously a super rare and powerful Pokemon. If you're able to catch it or turn it shadow, that would be beneficial to our cause. The portal room itself can be destroyed. That would be very beneficial as well. You could also drop some supplies into the portal for our operative, should you have the time, before it's destroyed, obviously. There's a control room, and you see a map of the building comes up, and it's kind of pointing out different areas as it's talking. There's a control room beside the portal room that there's certain parts in there, and pictures of these parts, and their descriptions come up, and it says, if you can loot any of these parts, these are valuable parts for our agency and for our ability to replicate basically their portal technology and make ours better. There's also a research room on the main floor, and it zooms out and goes back up to the main floor. And there are parts in there that can be looted. So these are the 4 kind of main things that you can do. Again, any goals, any disturbance to the AEther group is considered a win for our mission here. Oh, Bev, you okay?
Yeah, one sec.
Oh.
Sorry, I just got a phone call. Sorry, I'm fully paying attention.
Yeah. Anything you accomplish is beneficial to our group. Anything that disrupts the AEther Foundation and their Why do I have a note saying school at 9 p.m.? Sorry, my phone just dinged. Okay,
This is
all
the
right.
same
My
person who
phone's
called.
fine.
Anywho, yeah. So with this knowledge and this information, again, you're given a full, like, in-depth briefing of what to steal, where it's located. The main 2 points of interest being the research room, which is on the main floor, and the portal room, which is on the, like, sub basement. It's like way down. There's like a very long elevator that goes like too far down. And so those are the 2 main points of interest. But yeah, we're gonna smash cut to the 3 of you getting basically like scanning in as you walk into the lobby. Nothing, no alarms go off. Everything seems fine. People wave to you. The 3 of you have probably, I'm going to say, been working here for a month to be undercover, so that people at least kind of somewhat know that you exist in this foundation. You haven't been cleared for any of the lower floors. However, you are cleared for the main floor itself and like basic jobs. You haven't had access to the research room, and you obviously haven't had access to the portal room or any of that kind of stuff. But people won't just immediately look at you and be like, I don't recognize you. You have cover, you have identification, you just don't have direct access. You are in the building. What would you like to do?
What time of, like, is it during working hours? So you said people were there? Like when?
Well, what would you... So, you could go in, like, you could clock in at 9 a.m. in the morning sort of thing when everybody clocks in.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can clock in the evening, which, again, you've been working there for a little bit, so it would be suspicious, but not crazy suspicious. And there'd be more guards. Like, right now, there are guards stationed kind of outside the building and maybe a few in the guard room sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go at night, there'll be guards walking the hallways and patrolling.
Right.
So it's actually, I'll give you the 3 of you the agency to choose.
There's not guards, but there are staff, though.
Yes, there is general staff currently wandering around and working on things.
And I'm assuming it's a pretty busy place too.
Not as busy as you'd think. Like it's not like everywhere you look there's a person. It's more like every now and then you see a person.
Gotcha.
Like it's a researchy lab, so there's scientists here and there, but there's not like...
Yeah, picture like almost like, for lack of better words, a school. Like when classes in session, it feels like it's empty. Like if you're just wandering the halls, you know, there might be a student walking through the hall here and there. There might be a teacher walking down the hall here and there. But for the most part, when classes in session, it's empty.
Okay.
But versus, in this place, there's not like classes full of students.
No,
it's
there
just
wouldn't
like
be classes.
A couple researchers in each room, kind of
exactly,
thing, maybe, if
exactly.
it's being used.
Exactly.
And not every room is going to be being used.
No. So yeah, it's more of that kind of a vibe. Now, obviously, again, you've been here for about a month. Like you know, when lunch hits, there is a bit of a group that goes to the cafeteria, and then there's like, you know, there like there are some ebbs and flows in the traffic pattern of people. But yeah, for the most part, I would describe it as a school when class is in session. However, as you say, not every room is just stuffed with people. It might be 1 to 6 people in a room, depending upon what they're working on, or even 0 people in the room.
Right.
Just quick for the purpose of clarity, because we've been there for a while. Do we have like fake identity aliases, or are we just kind of going with, what's easiest?
I will say, actually, you know what? You can choose.
Ooh.
Did you want to use your real name, or did you want to use an alias?
I think I have to use an alias.
I was gonna say, did you just get everybody to call you?
Yeah.
I think that when we first arrived, well, for starters, put on that disguise. I pull out my wig that I have on me, and I put it on, and I stared in the mirror, and I just kind of stared at it for a while. You guys were probably just weirded out, like, is she okay? Like, I just kind of stared at myself with this different look, and then I guess they would have probably just given us names to go with.
Well, it would have been what was on our tags.
Yeah. So what was written on my what's the name that was written on my tag?
Mine was Susie. Everyone was Susie.
Susie. Okay.
I don't know why. I have no reason.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with Ruby.
They had something different written there, but you just went with Ruby.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Does it say a different thing on your tag? And you're just like, no, I'm not doing that. This is stupid.
I'm Ruby in every iteration of myself.
Love it.
There's a person who knows who they are.
Right?
Right.
Wait,
okay, now Grunt. Speaking of that.
Now I'm trying to come up with like a very like poignant name, and I'm overcomplicating.
No. On your name card, they forgot to put name, and it just says name here.
That's amazing.
I didn't know what to do with that when I got it. And then somebody introduced themselves to me on day one, and they said, "What's your name?" And I panicked, and what's something that would be in the room? Like I just
Ficus plant.
Ficus.
Like
Ficus.
Or
my name is Ficus. I go with Ficus. My name is Ficus. And now when people say like, "Hey Ficus," I'm like, "Whoa."
Same to you.
But anyway, so we've been at this for a while, and I have been Ficus.
You have become Ficus.
Okay.
I've become Ficus. Now I'm trying to think. Right now, what I'm trying to figure out is the bigger priority sabotaging these guys or helping us? Like,
yes.
What's more beneficial?
I was just going to say, I mean, is it not like sabotaging is helping us?
Yeah, but what I mean is like we're trying to replicate their machine, right? And build our own better version of it.
So priority looting for parts or destroying things.
Right. Sabotage or gains? Sabotage is more fun.
Yes.
But gains is probably more pragmatic.
Yeah.
Which is a conversation I'm having with you guys, by the way, at the table as we're
we're
plotting things.
We're like, let's say we've entered, it's morning, we've made our way to a room that we've sort of been using, and it's just the three of us, and we know that we're not going to be bothered for a little while because we're not in a useful spot. We're kind of trying to figure out what our plan is right now.
Yeah, we're working, as far as they know, we're just working on a project together.
Yeah, we're like messing with test tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
You're just taking two of them and clinking together, not making eye contact. Science.
That's what Ficus is doing. That's what Grunt is doing.
I am embodying Ficus here, okay? I have definitely learned all the guidelines for how to do the stuffs.
Rocket.
I'm actually kind of legitimately working for them a little bit. Like, not on purpose. It's just kind of happening.
Yeah.
Susie Rocket situation is gonna be like, I've got food color and water and we're playing. That's what, I'm just messing around.
Take red, take blue, mix together. Look, Violet.
Ruby's
But
like literally.
what if it's a cold red and a warm blue? Does it go purple still, or is it more of a weird brown color? You know, we're just playing.
Ruby's meanwhile trying to figure out how to blow up a microscope.
Just by staring at it, or what?
Correct. Yeah.
But yeah,
So while
we're doing this,
yeah.
I'm kind of thinking out loud with you guys, being like, well, I mean, like, really, it seems more urgent that we need to destroy the machine, but it seems like if we really want to take things to the next level, if we really want to, like, you know, like really bring it home for the team, that we should be building, right? That we should be stealing the things so that when we come home, everybody will be like, oh my gosh, no, we can take the team even further. Good initiative. Woo! Woo! So that's kind of where I'm leaning, even though exploding things is probably more fun.
As you're saying that, I'm starting to mess with a Bunsen burner.
I turned down the Bunsen burner gas while you're doing this.
Ruby's eyes light up and she comes over to check it out.
Looks over at you and just like, come on. I mean, Ficus, we could just
Part of me just teases when you say that.
we could just burn it down. We could just, what if, now hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really long elevator shaft, right? What if we call the elevator to the very, very top, but we're a floor below it, and then we just drop a bomb all the way down, and then we could hear it go, woo. But maybe we should have already been running away, because that's probably safer.
Probably.
I don't hate that plan. I just feel like that should be something we do on the way out the door, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, fair. All right.
Right? So, like, we put that in our pockets, and then we
the bomb or the plan?
Yes.
Do you have a bomb on you?
The three of you have access to smoke grenades, bombs.
Also Pokemon.
She
Pokemon,
asked
all
this, and
sorts
I
of
just
things.
start.
I have a chicken that breathes fire.
I just start sifting through my tool belt. It's like, well, I've got something in here somewhere.
Putting the pin in that. So here's what I think we should do.
Wait,
I think
the pin's already in it. I haven't taken it out yet.
I just don't. Leaving a pin in that. So first thing I think we should do is that we should try to be getting what is it, the research room, which one's physically closest and easiest to get into, the research room or the portal room?
The portal room's at the bottom, right?
Yeah, so the research room is a floor above you, and the portal room is the very bottom, but it's only an elevator ride away.
Okay,
but like,
so it's kind of, yeah, it's a long elevator ride, but like
deliver supplies is like done via the portal.
Yeah, so basically delivering supplies would involve you guys, or you ladies, getting to the portal room and just chucking some supplies into the portal, either deliberately at a spot, like by going to the control room and setting it up so they go into the right spot, or by just hoping for the best and hucking stuff.
Okay.
Here's my thoughts. Here's my plan. So first, let's go get lunch. Second, let's quickie up to the research room while we're I assume that research room and lunch are close to each other. We get to the research room. We see what all we can find easily, not getting greedy, just like easy in our pockets. Also potential supplies for our ally who has bravely gone forward for the glory of our team. And then
mad props.
hightail it down to the portal room, and then we'll just, mess shit up.
Throw some supplies
I like
there.
that.
We'll throw the supplies, we'll shadow a Cosmog, whatever we think we can do,
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll just,
or really whatever. I don't know. I'm not really like an idea person.
Nice. I love it.
If you guys have something more, no, I need to stop doing this. Sorry. I get really okay. Affirmations. I go into the mirror, I stare for a second, and then I do the affirmations, and then lunch.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Is it Taco Tuesday?
Let's do that. It certainly
Taco
is.
Tuesday here.
Taco
Yeah.
Tuesday is the best day. Yeah. I feel pretty confident being able to figure out, like, because the research room is going to be all full of all the science and stuff. I can like, I know how to read that. Like, I have the highest, like, in engineering and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you guys we'll get in there, and then if you guys can kind of cover me, and I'll figure out what's going on there.
If somebody caught us in the research room, would that be suspicious, or would us just kind of be messing around in there, just be able like a hey Monday?
It would be you don't have authorization to be in there.
Okay.
Currently.
But would it be immediately obvious? Or?
Depends on what you're doing in there, right?
So
like if you're in there just like
nonchalant, wouldn't know, like we need to be a little more careful.
Yeah, like if you guys are just like in there pocketing stuff, then like, they're probably going to be like, "Hey, why are you pocketing stuff?"
How big
if you
is
guys
the
are in there,
stuff that we're going to be pocketing? Because that's going to make a difference.
See, they gave you very detailed notes on a lot of things. The research room is one thing they didn't give you notes on because the research room, unfortunately, is very hush hush. Even the people here that you've befriended, quote unquote,
right?
They are like, oh, we can't. There's some really cool stuff going on, but we're not supposed to talk about it. It's like really cutting edge and new, and we're keeping it on the down low. Yeah, but they did give you detailed notes on like what to take in the other rooms and other
So to the cafeteria to potentially loot the cafeteria, and
hold up,
grab all the trays and the spoon.
Now, guys,
you might need a sandwich.
Now, listen.
Yes,
I know it's tacos, but is that not our best time? Should we not be going to the research room while everybody else is going to Taco Tuesdays?
Out of diegetic game, my brain game logic tells me that if we go to the tavern and just roll perception, then there will be stuff that is useful to us.
But
that's what I'm saying. I can pickpocket someone or something. I don't know. Let's go find out.
True.
Brain, be a sleight of hand on the character. Oh wait, no, sorry. It's all ladies. There might be a hung barman.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Ian, not every quest we do together needs to end with me getting a well-hung barman.
I just need we don't need to discriminate. We could get some buxom wenches in there too.
Fair enough.
We can have in this universe too.
Why not both?
Always both. You're right.
Always both.
It's Taco Tuesday. Why not both?
Okay.
Sorry, person comes up to you in the line. You have your tray. All right. So, do you want beef or chicken? Why not both?
Yes.
Everyone starts carrying you around.
Okay.
What's the
so I have. So in my tool belt, I have a vial of my Gloom's noxious honey drool that the smell of it can result in memory loss. It's really smelly. Like it's not necessarily subtle, but once it we'd have to be sneaky, but like if we were getting information or if we were like swiping a pass from somebody, we could make them forget that we did it or forget that they let us, or
Interesting.
If we wanted to go from that direction. I'm pretty I also have my Rattata that can gnaw through doors and things, but that's kind of we have to be gone afterwards because that's really obviously we broke in.
Yeah, no,
that's not sneaky. That's a undercover of darkness, and you wake up and you're, oh no, kind of thing. So we've got options.
Mm-hmm.
What are we thinking? Are we gonna try and get information from the people and then make them forget that they gave us the information? Or are we gonna sneak while it's potentially empty and
Well,
I don't know how to do both.
Okay, here's
Or-
my thought, and Ian can tell us if we can get away with this. We
Okay.
kind of like narrate a bit of. We went and we did like a quick drive-by of the cafeteria to like load up on snacks or whatever,
So
and
they were,
and
we were
just
seen.
kind of eavesdropping as we go. Eyes out for anything, ears out for anything that might be useful, and then maybe roll for that. And then Ian tells us if we got anything of note.
Yeah, and
Meanwhile,
also
filling our pockets with snacks and food.
Correct.
and also
supplies.
then we make light conversation with somebody so that they did see us in fact in the lunchroom at lunchtime before we sneak out.
Yeah. An alibi.
We were there. We were at lunch.
You saw me.
Yeah.
I had the
Beef and chicken.
The beef and chicken.
Why
I
would
don't
you
know
make
what
me
I
choose?
You
be
all
honest.
cheered.
I actually could not choose, so they just stuck everything on my plate. And
They don't even ask you
Are we
anymore.
okay? All right. Is that that's
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we've got a backup of memory loss smell,
Yes.
but we have to be careful with that, just in
Correct.
case.
The backdraft on that could be dangerous.
I mean, true.
All right. And yeah, my priority going into this little sequence is, eavesdropping conversations starting, any kind of gossip or information that could be useful kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to
Okay.
try and eat next to the researchers, or we're going to get in line.
Just in case they casually
Behind
say
them.
a password code while we're
It could happen.
Or if they're just
Yeah.
talking about how heavy the thing that they were lifting was, trying to gauge what we're looking at.
So
or
which relative's birthday do you use to pass key your lock score? What is
Did
their
you have
birthday?
your
childhood
brother? What was
No,
her
you
maiden
had
name
a
again?
son.
And what color would you say your eyes were, and or your first car?
What was your first pet's name again? I'm
your
so sorry, I
mother's
forgot.
name?
And what street did you grow up on?
How many?
Yeah,
kids
that's
do
what
you
I'm
have?
going for.
Yeah, no, we can do that joke of hey, what's your porn star name? It's your mother's maiden name and the street and the car and all your relevant
Ooh.
passcode information.
Perfect.
Did you know if you type your social insurance number on Google, it deletes it?
Yeah, it just shows up as stars. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
yeah. Same as on Reddit and Facebook.
If you
and all
message it to me, it just shows up as stars. It's wild. Try it. So we walk to lunch. It's lunchtime. We're going to lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember to turn off the Bunsen burner.
I feel like just to keep this session
that's fair.
not 10 hours long, Ian, if you want to fast track us through some
Yeah.
rules
Yeah.
and tell us
Yeah.
what
Oh, yeah.
happened, just
Yeah,
narrate
no.
for us.
You guys,
Still lit.
you leave the Bunsen burner on a slow burn. It may
It just-
set something on
it's
fire.
there.
It may not. We'll
It's
come
there.
back to that.
Why
We'll
not?
come
I
back to
thought
that.
I turned
I'll
it
roll for
down.
it.
You turned it down. You
roll
didn't
for
turn
it.
it off.
Dang it.
Yeah. I'll roll for it. So you guys ladies get into the cafeteria and sit down, make a little chit chat, eat quickly, and head out. While in the cafeteria, you do overhear that there's been a breakthrough on some of the stuff in the research lab. And it's very they're very excited. It's all in hushed tones at the table that quote unquote the head table, the important researchers. But yeah, the hushed tones are very excited. Something has gone really well, and they've replicated something. They've learned something new. So there's definitely
Do I understand? I'm
The
more in
engineer
the
garden
I've got
believe
more
it.
engineer and research points,
Yeah.
do I understand more of what they're talking about? Like, does it make sense to me?
By the sounds of what they're talking about, they've made a new type of TM.
Okay.
But like a
All right.
TM teaches a Pokemon a move, right? Like that's a
But
known
it's-
quantity. But this
is it still a stupid little disc that we can just grab then?
Possibly. Like the way they're describing it is, it seems almost, for lack of better words, magical. The way they're describing it is that like they're using some crazy research like words and stuff,
but it is a physical item that
there is a physical item that they have, but
and
it
in
seems
theory can be chucked in a portal to our good buddy.
yeah,
right?
Or
smuggled in with a
for your own
sandwich.
devices.
So game plan.
Yeah, we put it in the sandwich. Just smuggle it through the portal. I really hope he doesn't eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Is that a thing? Can we? No, but like actually, can we
bring lunch to the portal room, people?
Can we?
I don't see why not. That's
oh my gosh. Okay. So we overheard somebody saying that they're hungry and like cozied in there, being like, I can bring them some lunch. Have they been working late? I would love to.
okay.
They're always so kind to me, you know?
Ooh.
They always hold the door every time.
Roll. They look at you. Oh wow, Ficus, that's so nice of you. Roll me eloquence as you try and talk to them.
Yes, please. Okay, so wait. So remind me again. So how many am I?
That's 1 for your nature, which will be a sociable nature, I assume.
Sociable.
Oh yeah, you got this.
1 or 2 for eloquence, so that'll be 3 dice.
Grant.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna give you a bonus dice because it's lunchtime. You're bringing them.
People
food.
are in a good mood.
That's a yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is why you always, for people who ever find themselves in traffic court, you want a court date that's right after lunch. You'll get a better
not right
sentence
before
statistically.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
They've lived in traffic court.
So
sounds like
sorry, my dice for a second it had the funny symbol, and I couldn't remember if this dice put the funny symbol on the high number or the low number. But that's gonna be a 6 with a twist.
Nice.
Oh,
The twist. Nice. Yeah, the researcher looks at you, stands up, and is like, you know what, Ficus? I like your go-getter attitude. You're gonna go high places here. I know it.
But it's just like conflict in my soul.
I know. Don't get turned, Ficus. We need you. Grunt, remember who you are.
Thank you.
You're
I'm just standing behind you. Just go.
And when I hear there's a part of me that dies when I hear you say that on the inside. But like only somebody who really knew me, like I don't know myself, would see that twitch because my facade is so perfect with this one guy.
Yeah. They look at you and they put their arm around you. Ficus, you're such a team player, so helpful, so wonderful. Definitely, you're gonna go so far in this organization. You could be running this in 2 years, I bet. But anywho, you're getting lunch. They go and they grab some lunch and they put it in your hands, and then they pull out a key card and they tap their key card on yours. And they're like, yeah, this will get you into the elevator and down to the portal room to bring them lunch. Ficus, I got my eye on you. You're one of the good ones. And goes and sits back down.
I look at him and I make with complete eye contact. Thank you.
I assume me and Ruby
Ficus.
come up to here, that looks really heavy. Let us help you. We can help you. Let's go.
Let me get that for you.
And I pull you guys, we're out into the hallway. I'm like, guys, we have to go to the research lab first.
I say, but their lunch. Oh wait, yes.
No. Yes. Yep. Focus.
Sorry.
Focus,
I really want to make sure that this delivery gets there on time.
Yeah, it needs to be the delivery.
Still hot, like not when it gets cold and mushy.
Yeah, no, the delivery is what they were talking about in the research room. Come on, let's go.
We go.
You get to
I like, as we're
Yeah.
walking, sort of explain briefly what I understood from the overhearing, because they did not know that bit.
Mm.
So what we're going to look for
computer.
is the TM. We need to
Yeah.
hide it in the lunch. We need to throw it through the portal.
Yeah, it needs to go away.
It needs anywhere. Ideally to where we want it to go, but also just chucking it through that portal. And then we can, you
get
blow
you
up
get
the portal.
to the door.
It's going to be so weird.
Like a Bunsen burner comes through the portal, an exploded microscope.
Okay, we get to the door.
You
Research
get
room.
to the door. It is locked. This is the classic D&D.
Everybody, try your different things. I have
we try our key cards first, just in case. Would it log that we tried with our key cards? Do I know that? Would I know
it would log that you tried with your key card,
okay,
yes.
and we would know that we don't have access, right?
You would know that you don't have access. The one that they gave you access to would you
but
don't
it would
know
log
for
it.
sure, but you assume that it's probably a different zone because there's probably like an elevator zone, a research lab
It would let her in, but it would know that it was her because they didn't get her a new one. They just allowed hers access, right?
It would look suspicious, yeah.
And again, it wouldn't necessarily let her into the research lab. It'll let her into the elevator, though.
With my research and engineering knowledge, is this a pretty normal lock? Can I pull out my lockpicks from my tool belt? Because obviously, and
I mean, it's one of those electronic key card locks. You just you tap your card.
Okay, so not a lock pick.
Shoving a hair.
Can I pull out
nothing?
My
card reader
tools that I have in my tool belt?
One of those fancy
to try and hack it.
do that with light ups. You click on top.
Yeah, I got
research or roll me engineering. Sorry, engineering.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is engineering, kids.
So you get one for. Are you doing this hasty or careful? Doesn't really matter. It's just kind of how the scenario.
We're probably trying to be
a little hasty.
We're trying to get in quickly because we don't want to be seen doing this. So we're being hasty.
You get one for your
hasty.
To
stay warm.
Yeah, okay, Ficus.
And then 2 for your engineer. So that's 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Roll away.
Is it just a total that you want?
No, I want the highest number you rolled, and then if you rolled doubles.
I have 2 3s and a 2.
2 3s and a 2. So that is a disaster.
Oh no, really?
Yes. Disaster with a twist.
Oh no. That's real bad.
Disaster is one of the researchers comes up as you're trying to fiddle with the door and kind of looks at you, is like, "Hey, what are you 3 doing here?"
I'm not eloquent. Somebody else has to get this one.
I have one in eloquence.
I have 2 in eloquence.
Are we never going to be able to say this word properly?
Eloquence. And I have 2 in it.
Okay, then you need to do this. Save my ass, Bev.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to pull a Grinch. I think of a lie and I think it up quick, but I'm not. I'm playing somebody who's like this,
You're holding a lunch tray. I'm fumbling with bits. Maybe I mentioned
there's a
that
light
I was
on
asked
this
to
tree
on one side that won't light. Right?
I shush you. I'm like, hey, I was told that I needed to bring people some lunch on the research, but then I was also wondering if maybe some of the people over here had lunch orders, and we were trying to do the ding dong, and we accidentally set off like instead of like ringing the doorbell feature, we accidentally did the lock thing. And I really don't want to screw this. I'm like now pulling like the doe eyes, please help me face. Like, oh, is this
Love it.
quick question? Is this person who found us a middle-aged man?
Good question.
It is.
Okay, so
How much?
what now? I just for the audience, what I'm not doing, I'm not trying to do sexy pout at all. What I'm trying to do is evoke. I don't know if you had a daughter, but she would be my age, and you want to look out for your baby face. You know, like please help me, Papa. Not Daddy, Papa. That's weird. You also pulled us out, dear readers. If you just wanted no one to hit on you at work, it actually is effective because
that's
nobody.
True. Yeah.
Incest is weird.
Yeah. You're just you want
unless
them
you're
looking
in
out for your
Alabama.
girl, right? And so that's what I'm doing right now. Is like I was just
a
trying to be
sweet little
helpful, and I'm
go-getter.
afraid that I screwed things up, and I'm going to be brought over to security. And I was just trying to offer lunch for whoever was doing the work in here.
Yeah. Okay.
We're just I'm looking trying to do the same vibe.
Yeah.
Fumbling my bits back into my
Gentleman
I'm
looks at you and
standing
he's
here
like,
stoically.
No,
Just being like, trying to help.
yeah. I get it. You're trying to help. Come on, ladies. Let's go deliver lunch to who you're supposed to deliver to.
Well, it's taking orders for lunch, but yes.
No. Okay. Goodbye now. Thank you for helping. And just kind of shoos you along. Gives you that like it's real like condescending research mail look.
This whole sweetie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that we could see what it is. It just looks, it sounds so cool. Your job sounds so cool. You're so cool.
Empty? Like, are we expecting it to stay empty? Should it be empty?
I mean, the longer you stay in this hallway, the less likely it's going to be empty. Because it's the less likely lunch is going to continue on, right?
Yeah.
So looking at our timeline, the question is, do we try and do this again, or do we...
Well, okay, he went into the research room, or did he just walk by?
He's currently giving you that like condescending look down, waiting for you to leave look.
Okay, we're gonna start. I kind of pulled him. We're gonna start leaving. I'm trying to. I want to see if he's gonna start to go in there. We could rush him and bash him over the head and get in there.
I feel like if we do something like that this early, we are asking for, a tipping
No, but
clock
then
and
we
everything
memory loss and shove him in a closet. I know we can't be having this conversation right now.
We're having it telepathically.
We're like staring at each other as like we're trying to sort of starting to walk back down the hallway, and I keep looking back at him, and I pull out that little vial from my pocket and stare at you guys and look back at him and don't move very far away, and just where is he going, Ian?
He's standing there, and as he's standing there, one of the like guards that like does kind of tour the building once in a blue moon turns one of the corners and starts kind of.
Are you?
No, I'm rolling also for what they're doing. So.
Oh God.
Roll worse.
Don't worry, guys. I have a katana.
Do you still have that on you?
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
It's under my lab coat.
HR comes over to talk to you like, okay, we know about the katana. Very obvious. People have been complaining.
It's tucked into your like pant leg, so you like walk very straight legged.
It's like, don't ask me about my disability. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you going to comment on my leg like that? Okay, so the dude, is he going into the room?
Yeah, he'll go.
And the guard is coming up the hallway.
Yeah, like you guys are going down. For lack of better words, picture a door in the middle of a hallway.
Yeah,
you guys are going left. The guard's coming from the right, walking down the hallway. He's gonna, as you like get 5 feet or so away, Buddy will go into the research room. Guard will pass by as he's going in, and like he'll if you guys allow, the guard will pass by you, wave, say hello, and keep going on his route.
I think we just kind of need to call this one and head down the elevator.
Or we could make the guard forget that he saw us.
Again, you are no one here. Like the guard seeing you is not an uncommon weird thing.
No, but if he sees us there, and then there's, I mean, I guess we're not coming back, are we? It doesn't matter if they recognize that it was us that did it. Like we're not trying to keep our covers
back to work after
today. I'm like trying to be like, but then they'll know it was us. But like we're trying to blow it up. It doesn't matter.
You guys don't want that sweet 401k.
I mean,
as you're saying this, I feel conflicted, and I'm trying to bury that feeling.
So we let him pass. I assume there's a corner he turns, right?
Yeah, or stairs or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But at that point, the dude's in the room now.
Yes. He'd be long in the room now.
Okay. Guys, I really
go to the elevator.
But I really want to get the TM.
The lunches are getting cold. I go towards the elevator.
No one think of the lunches.
Okay, I follow you to the elevator, but you
can do this with someone later. Don't worry, it'll happen. Just now was not the time.
And I do like the hand on your shoulder, looking at us like, it'll happen. You'll get there. Just this wasn't it, babe. Knowing friendship's there.
Excellent. You all get on the elevator.
I'm just going to have to put it in my notebook, and we can chuck the information through at least so they know that it exists.
There you go.
Good call.
Fair. Yep.
As we're taking the elevator, I mentioned to her just like casual elevator small talk. I'm like, so my masquerada does powdery bombs. So if you ever wanted to combine and we could set off a memory bomb sometime, that could be fun.
I have nose plugs in my tool belt.
I'm just saying, we should jam sometime, Be fun.
I casually, I'm like, that sounds
I also
great.
appreciate your rocket memorabilia.
Pass you guys. Thanks.
that patch is all you ordered that from Kanto, didn't you? The patch?
No, I made it. It's
you made that. I was gonna say because I'm not gonna. My great aunt was Team Rocket. She had one exactly like that, down to the stitching. I'm not even joking.
Your aunt was? Are you kidding?
My great aunt, but yeah.
Sometimes I just feel like I was born in the wrong era.
Well, I mean, Team Rocket's still there. It's just on another chunk of the world.
Well, one day I'm gonna fly over there. Yeah, my Pokemon can fly.
I think my auntie. I think she's set up in Viridian. We'll hook you up.
To go to Viridian.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
That's where my Rattata's from.
Aww, you're just a little Kanto boy.
In my heart. I also pass you guys so you have them ready and it's not fumbling when the time comes. Some nose plugs. For whenever we do want to set off the
put that in my inventory.
Bomb.
Nice.
Nose
Meows Kagloom bomb.
Yeah, to if we want to get a whole room at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go down this elevator. First of all, the AEther building. I didn't fully describe it. Was a beautiful state-of-the-art research lab. Everything was pristine, beautiful, cleanly. New, working well,
just looked like an Apple store.
Honestly,
an Apple store in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Team Galactic uniforms would have matched. Too bad we can't be wearing them right now.
Right.
I mean, the AEther lab uniform's pretty crazy too.
Fair enough.
Guess they're not the only geniuses anymore.
Yeah, the AEther uniform is here. Wait, let's pull copy image, and I'll put it in because that's fair. We didn't describe the AEther uniform.
Yeah, we
The
don't.
AEther uniform is paste. I've put it in the.
Ah.
It's a lot of
those are-
pockets.
Those are
Yeah, that's
also
pretty
fun.
cool.
I like
Oh, the
those.
That looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
The
Are those
silhouette
Pokemon
on that
guys?
is confusing.
That
Yeah.
there's a lot of confusion here. Although I'm not gonna lie, Roquette's probably loving it because it's like built
That hat?
into a belt and it
Oh,
has a
yeah.
hat
It's got
I
the hat.
just-
You
I'm-
just want to
Yeah.
basically take the whole outfit, dip it in black, right?
and add
Yeah.
a big old red R.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like, what is it? Oh, a weeaboo, but for
A cantaboo.
Kanto.
Yeah. So the whole building is just this like futuristic, beautiful
A weeble.
research
Ooh.
lab. As you go down the elevator, it takes
Mhm.
a little while to go down the elevator, honestly.
I would
It
like to
goes
point out
pretty
that my
far.
wig that I wore, by the way, is exactly the book one. You know, because that's all I had was the unoriginality of the book image. Sorry, saying.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. The elevator gets to the bottom, and the doors do that like elevator thing where they go and they don't fully open, and like it's
Mhm.
kind of, the scene in like everyone here has seen the IT Crowd, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if everybody has. I have.
I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Everybody.
I assume all the listeners have to. The
If not, this is your
Every single
homework.
one.
yeah. All two listeners. So yeah,
Also, hi.
we love our two listeners. Okay,
We're great,
Grateful.
special, and awesome.
And go
we
watch
know
the
them
IT
both by
Crowd.
names.
One of their names,
So-
Ficus.
Yeah,
They're legally changing it now.
Lamp.
Love
But yeah,
lamp.
so
Sorry.
the IT Crowd. You know how the
Mhm.
elevator gets down to the IT Crowd
Yeah,
floor, and it's
So-
like all of a sudden it goes from this
Jets
like
of
beautiful
steam.
building to like it's like
Now it's a little
kind
janky.
of like janky and weird, and like lights are buzzing, and like things just look like that, like weird.
Mhm.
It's like that mixed with just a few drops and a sprinkle of like horror movie elevator opens, and it's kind of not like the what is it, that scene in why am I blanking on the name?
Describe it.
The one with the kids.
Oh, that one.
Yes, thank
I
you.
mean, you're gonna have to give
appreciate
Bev more than the one with the kids. She's
the,
magic, but not that magic.
No, the really, really good one on Stranger Things. That's it.
Oh.
Stranger
yeah.
Things.
That
You
is
know
the
how
one
like
with the kids.
I mean, it is, right?
It is.
Absolutely.
You know how when the elevators go down to the
upside down
the
space?
portal, the
Yeah.
upside down portal
Mhm.
room,
Yeah.
and like it opens and it's kind of eerie and weird.
Okay.
It's a cross between that and the IT Crowd.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
just out of curiosity, does all of this creepy weirdness, does this seem to be like something that has been this way for a while, or something that was done recently?
Again, the creepiness is just a hint. Just a
Mhm.
hint. It's more IT Crowd, like funky, weird, like why didn't they put any money into this basement? With just a hint of creepy, like just little overtones or undertones of creepy.
Is it standing out as like
This is usual down here, it feels.
okay?
It doesn't stand out as odd. It just stands out as like
Okay,
it's not
Just-
right.
okay.
Yeah. You get like there's a long hallway, and then there's a door at the end of the hallway.
Quick thing, just because of the creep factor, Blaziken is out of the Pokeball. Just like,
That's fair.
hey girl,
At this point,
everything's terrifying. So if you could just be a big, intimidating, spicy chicken for me.
can we? I'll pull out Rattata as well then, and can I send it ahead to like scout a smith? Like you said, there's a door at the end of this hallway.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah, empty hallway.
Can we smell at the door? Like what?
Yeah, there's a window on the door.
How big is this window?
Like a big. It's a good size
Glass
window.
door or just like a big old window?
It's like probably a 2 foot by 2 foot window.
So can we just
on
see
this
in
door.
then?
Yeah, you can just see in.
So can they see us? What's in there?
Yes.
Roll for using our eyeballs.
Looking in the room, you see that it is the portal room. You can if you kind of look around in the window, there's a little door in the portal room that goes into the control room, and then the portal room itself has Cosmog hooked up to some kind of a machine. Cosmog is inside of some kind of tube orb thing, and it's pulsating energy. And then on the floor, kind of everyone here knows what Stargate is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like a Stargate, but instead of on the wall, it's on the floor, so it looks like a pool. And it's doing weird Stargatey things.
Before we are fully left the elevator, I press every button.
Okay, elf.
So it can't go as it has to stop at every floor.
Well, we need it
slow. We have a portal. We can. This way, they can't come down to us as quickly.
This way, we can be brought back for a second episode.
I never anticipated you
I'm doing this
jumping
for my
into
career.
it, but you can.
I don't know.
You totally could jump into the portal.
Blow up the whole building and just jump through the portal. But then,
are we trapped on the other side of whatever door we just blew up?
For glory? I don't know. It seems like a you thing to want to do.
It's true. Well, I mean, I don't want to be the village screw up. That's what I really don't want.
But I also want to make a name for yourself.
I want to make my name for myself
through the portal.
That in a successful way. Not a, did you hear about that person? Wow.
But what about in a, did you, discover that one grunt who went where no grunt has ever gone before? A small step for grunt and a large leap for grunt kind.
Okay, but that's also how red shirts get killed. I can't pull that crap until I'm in admin. Okay.
I pressed all the buttons. We have options now.
Is there anybody down there?
There is. You see, there's 2 people working down there.
Hey, guys!
They
look tray. That is so warm. I even am having Blaziken carry it and do her little wrist thingies, just not burning it, but just like a hot plate.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna play it.
The 2 of them come out. Both of them come out. They're in full hazmat radiation suits.
That's not concerning at all.
I pull out the nose. Did I say, do I need this?
I'm literally sizing them up to see if I can fit in one of their suits with my katana.
Yeah, can we? Is that a thing?
Oh, you definitely could fit in their suits.
Okay, just checking. Good idea.
They open the door. They're like, "Hello. How can we help you?
Brought you lunch. Taco Tuesday.
Oh, we always get forgotten about.
You can make and will.
We didn't want you to miss out.
You 3 are the best. Thank you.
I know it.
And then you see one of them squints a little bit. Ficus. Hey.
Jeremy.
Ficus, you didn't come to board game night last week.
I know. I'm sorry. They asked me for some overtime, and it was Julie. She covered me last week. I owed her, and I meant to contact you, but I didn't. I was so busy.
Ficus,
I know.
You're one of the good ones.
Thanks.
Ruby's like, I love that this is a theme.
We're gonna lose Ficus. Oh no.
Well, okay, if I could, some meta text for you guys, maybe you guys just see that what I really need is just, connection and affirmation of the self, I could get that from anyone. I could get it from you guys.
I could get love from anybody.
So are you telling me that we aren't special? We're not your friends?
No, I'm saying if you need to bring me back to the dark side, then the way you do it is with the power of friendship.
What if I have cookies in my tool belt? I hear that can bring people to the dark side.
Is it a cookie that you made with either my name or my likeness, or perhaps in a baggie with a note of love?
Aww.
Probably.
That'll
it's a
do
big
it.
tool belt.
Yeah, they
metagaming aside.
I'm beginning to wonder if you wrote like little messages in their lunches like moms do for their kids.
100%. You see them like they take off they like I'll show you guys in.
Cheese.
Okay.
Into a heart.
They'll bring you into the control room and you see them like they push a button and it like puts down like a shield almost, or like the like slats that like block a window,
like the shutter things.
Yeah, like the shutter at like schools and stuff.
The fun ones.
Yeah,
they go.
Yeah, they like
steel. Yeah.
They push a button and it like puts those down, but these are see through, so they can still see the control.
What's the point of them?
Because they're like thick.
They're still solid.
Like solid barrier. I don't know. But they put that down and then they take off their like big hat, like hood.
Sorry, it's covering
helmet.
What did you say that was blocking off?
Oh, it's like it's closing there was a big window that could see into from the control room, a big window that could see into the portal room.
Okay.
And then so they put this down and it's not completely see-through. It's more like a fuzzy kind of like frosted-ish.
Sorry, I'm confused with the layout here. We walked. There's the elevator, there's the hallway, there's the door with the window in it.
Yeah, and that goes into the portal room.
Which
and then
is
the control room is inside the portal room.
The portal room is the room that's all scary radioactive-y then?
The portal room's the one with the...
Yeah, as far as you're aware.
As far as their hazmat and shields, and so that's just a glass
vibe check on these guys.
Door.
Are they the Eldritch Horror?
They're all mind flayers.
You see them take off their like hazmat hoods and like gloves and stuff, and they're like,
any tentacles?
Working this close to the portal, safety concerns, and they do the big air quotes and stuff. They're like, nobody's ever gotten hurt from it yet, so like, but like safety.
Sort of look over at it. It's like, look at their suits. Like, should we be like, we just walked past that thing? Are we?
You're fine. The whole, the expedition group that we sent down there, they were totally good.
Did they come back?
Yeah, you're still in contact.
They kind of look at each other. No?
Are they still fine?
I assume. I mean,
fine.
We left them there. They're coming back in a year. It's
Did we
fine.
send them out?
How did you pick where to send them? Like, how does this is so cool down here.
Yeah.
Like starting to eye up their controls.
Yeah, they're starting to eat their tacos. They pull out, as they're like eating their tacos, there's a little note, and they're like, oh, ficus.
You guys are staring at me like, when did you have time to write this?
On the elevator ride, obviously.
I just like team player headguns.
It's like notes like, you're doing great, sweetie. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Your mother loves you, I swear. There's a little like small droplet water stain on that one.
Your mother is so proud of you.
So
do these
so underlined proud.
So these controls, they're coming back.
Yeah. No, these as you can see here, we can control we can't control the location perfectly, but we get within like 20 feet or 30 feet of something.
Oh, that's
I mean,
crazy.
when the group dropped in, I don't think anyone fell too far. They kind of look at each other.
It set up like
they were on top of a lighthouse.
Well, that seems risky. Why didn't you try to put them on the ground?
sometimes they kind of look at each other. They're like, sometimes technology just, certain areas have more frequency for interdimensionaliness, and
Are they fully bullshitting me? Can I tell?
roll engineering or
Okay, so-
roll engineering.
They roll eloquence now.
Yeah, they're gonna roll eloquence.
Do I get extra for research?
I actually will give you your research for this one.
So
too.
3.
Yeah. So, and then you get 1 for your nature.
What nature am I using? Careful, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Or
That's fair.
I'm trying to learn things carefully.
Yep.
Or brave, maybe. That works too. Either one.
Either one.
I got 2 6s, a 1 and a 4.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, they
this is
are
better.
Beautiful.
They have very little idea what the fuck they're doing down here.
Do I have any idea based off of
Is that
the
You-
nonsense
in a
they spewed
dangerous
and what I
way?
can see?
First
Like, is
question.
it a dangerous they don't know the fuck they're doing, or just they're gormless? Is it, or is it? Oh no, there's radiation leaking, and they did not
Yeah.
notice.
I mean, there might be a little bit of radiation.
Okay, cool.
That-
Great.
Just a hint. It's
You
only
know.
weapons.
Minor cancer.
There also might be the fact that these two were put down here might have a little bit of
Cancer
radiation
exists in the
room is
Pokemon
because
verse.
I don't
Is
know.
because what?
Is because they're not the brightest bulbs, so they're mildly expendable in the
Okay.
organization.
But
so, like-
potentially
the big
short term is okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
okay.
honestly like you looking around here, there shouldn't be any like dangerous levels of radiation. And when I use the word radiation, I don't mean like cancer radiation. I mean like
This cancer doesn't
weird
exist in this world.
time anomaly radiation.
Gotcha.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's not like bad, make you sick and
Right.
throw up radiation.
Right.
It's like you might get gray hair radiation, or you might get younger
Wait.
radiation.
Okay, just
Gray
like
hair or
weirdness.
cool silver anime hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
the fountain
there we
of youth.
Okay, so weird time stuff is kind of leaking. They don't know what they're doing, but it's okay because it doesn't matter if they turn into babies and or old people.
Yeah. And like they know enough. They know enough like to like set the machine and whatnot. And like they are talking like they don't know why the lighthouse was chosen, but it was the correct coordinates. Like when you're looking
Right.
at it, because they're pointing at stuff and you're smart and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's because yes, the cross section of like time particles and
Right.
space time and yada yada yada.
Ley lines or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
magic BS.
Yeah.
It's that.
While also factoring
Or
the
maybe
wind
if they
into it.
tried to put them on the ground because there's a 20-foot radius, they could have put them in the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Exactly. So
cool.
better to drop onto the ground than be like buried. Under. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
yeah, it was the right call. It's just they don't really know why they did it. They just know that they can do it and it's
Okay.
fun. And like you see them, they like show you a little bit and they'll like move it around. They're like, we haven't been able to find where they are. They've been there a few days now, maybe a week. Maybe no, it's been a month. Yeah, hold up. You guys have been working here a month, which puts you at they've been there like a month and a half, and they're like, yeah, we have no idea where they are, but like we look around every now and then for them, try and see if we can find them. But like you look at the visuals, it's very blurry and like kind of weird. They're like we can't get a good view.
Right.
So
I
was going to say,
'cause I got my double 6 and everything. Like,
oh yeah,
do I know how this thing works?
Yeah.
Like, can I
Oh, yeah.
figure it out? I know how to work it.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Could I
while,
find
them?
while
They
she
are.
works it,
You could.
can I
while
just
she works.
start
Yeah.
shooting the shit with these guys and like just casual conversation and distracting?
Do I
kind-
want to
It's-
find them?
If you want
Would that
to.
be Is that helpful? Like, who?
I mean, if you're dropping resources, it's probably better to drop resources closer to said
Where
person.
they are. Yeah.
Is that okay? Is that the the
But
person
yes,
we're trying to help,
sorry,
or is
Grunt,
that
you are shooting the shit in the background.
Specifically with the goal of either or both. Maybe I can get them to just happen to give us little bits of information that might be useful information to us.
Yeah.
And maybe if I'm really, really lucky, able to convince them to take just, like a little lunch breather. Well, we can watch it. We can watch the monitor thingies.
Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But
ahead.
sorry, the team that they sent through, is that who we're trying to help?
There is, that someone has infiltrated that team. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what. You actually don't know yourselves,
right?
But you know that or at least you can peg a guess that someone's in there. I'd say 99%.
So that's where we want to be able to drop stuff, but they don't know where they are.
We got to.
There could be. You don't know for sure if there's been multiple teams actually, and in fact, the way they talk says that there might have been more than one team. You're not 100% sold, but they don't like it. It almost seems like they're talking about a team, and then they kind of go, well, actually, and then they start talking about so
they're all okay. So while she's distracting them, I want to figure out, is there sort of two things, obviously we've already established I know how I can work this thing. So can I figure out a log history of spots, we've been at X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
This time stuff went through. This time we were just looking, or checking through the history to see if I can see where was that lighthouse? Was there anything before that? How many teams? And
I'll get you to roll in a minute.
And find the useful
I'll get you to roll in a minute. Actually, no, I'm going to get you to roll first.
Okay.
Roll me just a research roll. So it'll be 2 dice. It'll be 1 for your nature, 1 for research.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 1 advantage dice because they are talking with you, chatting, kind of showing you how things work here.
Okay, so 3.
Yep.
Alrighty. A 6, a 3, and a 1.
Perfect. You're able to find them.
Okay.
Where would they be? That's a good question.
Did you think we would get this far?
At the location.
They're at the place.
With the stuff and the thing.
1 month in a month and a half would be it was, where are you? September, October, early November. So they would have been in they're in a mountain pass kind of area as far as you can see.
Okay.
There's you see them walking through the mountains. When you find them, the 2 researchers kind of working the controls are like, whoa, yeah, she found them. That's incredible. And
you're really good at this.
I'm
so push his glasses up nose.
And Grunt, if you could roll me eloquence, please, with advantage. So that'll be 4 dice.
Yeah.
Because you have advantage because you've found them.
Yeah.
And you're trying to convince them to go for a potty break, a little bit of a, snack break.
Get a spell off.
Yeah. And obviously I found them. We've got this covered. I'm so good at this. You're fine.
Just, that's, they sent us down here for that.
Yeah.
So good at lying. That's a 5 with the twist.
5 with the twist?
Yeah.
They'll leave. The twist is, and the twist is part of the conflict. They leave, and you guys I assume one of you does the peek in through the little window to see how they're at that hallway.
Oh,
They're
no.
waiting there a while because some idiot pressed all the buttons on the elevator. So
Oops.
they're gonna stand there for a while. You don't know how long before they'll get tired and come back, or if they'll actually get on the elevator. But you have
We've been chatting for a while. It's probably
you've been chatting a little while, but there's a lot of buttons on that elevator.
Well, that's a
Why?
Christmas tree.
It's a specific shaft down to the secret room. I think it only has 2 buttons.
Well, I pressed both of them.
No, you wanted there to be a lot of buttons. I gave you a lot of buttons.
We see them waiting there.
How
You both
many
look back at
secret
me, I just
rooms does
blush
this facility have?
red.
It's a research lab, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the entirety of the control room and the portal room to yourselves for at least a little bit.
Let's loot the room. Loot the room.
So looting the room.
Yeah. You can loot the room.
Also, did they slip any
completely.
interesting information to me?
They didn't have a lot of useful information. The most useful
That doesn't
information
surprise me.
you get was that there's a reasonably high chance there's more than one team that has been sent either here or somewhere else.
They just lose someone. in space.
They may have lost. Like it almost sounds like they want to call it another team, but maybe it was also potentially a researcher just cannonballed in, to see what happened.
Did I see that in the logs when I was looking?
There's not well detailed logs
or
yeah
history. I didn't see any other locations to look at or anything like that.
No, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, we're looting the room.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
here's the thing. I will tell you, because you now have access to the room and you have some knowledge of the room.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to put, as soon as you start dismantling this thing, the portal will turn off.
Right.
And
we need to
and also Cosmog is a living Pokemon that has feelings, and currently you've passed the vibes check with Cosmog.
Sweet.
You may not pass the vibes check if you start looting the room.
Right.
There may also potentially be alarms triggering and stuff. So
if we want to try turning
what about just swag in the room? Not disassembling the machine parts, but I'm talking
oh yeah,
there's files, there's gear, are there Pokeballs lying around? Any potions?
The things in this
garbage
room
cans have useful stuff in them. Always. There's so much fresh produce in the graves of Skyrim.
Okay, but also sometimes there's so many garbage cans in a gym, and you have to loot every single one to find stuff.
At least a great ball in one of those.
No. This place is pretty clean. There's not really any notes or anything down here. It looks like the computer's hooked up so they can email or send reports up to people above them.
Is there stuff that was sent?
Files?
It looks like the way it's sent is it's you could send stuff, but it doesn't keep a record. It looks like the record is kept elsewhere so that it's secured. Again, in this room specifically, you are where are we? Portal room. Control room. Yeah, there's parts. There's for lack of better words, I'm gonna just call it a mystical compassy thing. It's it's an important doodad. It's an item of value. It's cool.
Ruby looks at it longingly.
That is the thing you are supposed to on the that's the thing to loot. Yeah, that was on the list.
Get that.
But
other than that, there's nothing.
Is that one of the things?
Yeah, there's
grabbing it breaks it.
Yeah, that's holding. You can see why.
Is that something we're supposed to collect and keep, or something we're supposed to collect to send,
or
keep,
to destroy?
Because
you want to take that back.
Yeah. You want to take that back because that's what's that's their like compass gear. That's everything's wired through that. So that's what allows them to connect this world to the other world, sort of thing. Like, and like actually find places.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys in Team Galactic don't have one of those exactly yet. You have some working theories on it, but like theirs is better than yours. So why not?
I wouldn't say
for now.
better.
Yeah, for now. Like that's in this room. The things of importance in this room are the compassy thing, Cosmog, the Pokemon, and the portal being open.
Okay,
That's,
now
we're still in the control room, right?
Yeah, you're still in the control room.
So, question. Kaz has 1 in eloquence, Bev has 2 in eloquence, and Kaz, you have your Milotic that can calm hostile emotions, right?
Absolutely.
Would it make sense for the 2 of you to go have a nice little come to the dark side Cosmog conversation?
That was my plan.
While I like try and, get all the everything, like, because I don't have, I'm the smash and grab type,
Do we have anything we wanted to send through?
I'm the carefully. We wanted to send the information. We got information about the TM.
Okay.
I've got some stuff like stashed in my gear as well to just kind of throw through like some extra Pokeballs and stuff.
Useful bits. I can pull some stuff out of my tool belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to hand those off to us so that we can go do that while you're doing your thing? You can.
Yeah, and I can just, if I get
ready to grab that compass?
ready.
Yeah.
Like,
so as soon as we take Cosmog, we can just loose,
go. And then we can just rip the last cord kind of thing and be out of there quickly. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're just going to wait till the bitter end and then run like hell.
So what are you, Caitlin, what are you sending along to the, like, just for Ian's records, what items are you sending to guys?
You're unless you're sending like quote unquote specific things, I do have a list of like stuff that the Team Galactic gave you to send. So you have like a package of like a care package, so you can just dump the
I put a note in it.
Oh god.
But we also, as you're getting the note together, and I'm like, hey, wait, we also need to add this, and I'm gonna pull out my notebook and write all the details about what I overheard about what was happening in the research lab.
Okay.
As many details as possible. And it's a copy of it's I say the notebook. It's the DVD of the notebook, but like Pokemon. I've been talking about. I could just put that. Put that in my notebook. I didn't have
that thing where you like.
I have
DVD
a whole
case and go backwards so you can pull out like the printed, and you've been writing on the inside of the white side of that.
100%. It's just I have a whole tool belt, but I didn't think to put actually like a notepad in it.
Oh man, this
is my favorite movie.
I'm so sad we didn't steal the TM because we could have just stuck it in.
I know.
Oh man.
I'm just like, give it a little hug. Goodbye, favorite movie. They need this more than me. It's a picture of like a Gardevoir on the cover. I
remember
like, romantic and stuff in the rain.
Girl. Sorry.
Okay, now go.
I was thinking of throwing through like, I don't know, maybe like 6 Pokeballs and a 6-pack of my favorite energy drink because, they got to keep their energy up on the other side.
It's important.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
and maybe a sandwich.
I got some Pokeballs that I can
get some tacos.
So yeah, obviously I'm sending, the snacks and some notes and things, just very encouraging things. So I got some Pokeballs I can send them. And so, but I kind of like, as I'm approaching Cosmog, knowing that, my cat's doing that thing where I talk loudly and she's like getting in my face and like, what are you talking about, human? Sorry, move. Where as we're approaching like Cosmog, I kind of like have this like somberness of like knowing that, okay, like this is the end of this little trip to this place. This is like, no going back
the
here.
mission. This is
Yeah.
the last part.
So I kind of reach into my pocket and I've got my brass knuckles that have been in my pocket the whole time, dear people who can't read my item sheet. they've got like a little like like they're engraved, like they're like
Do they spell out grunt?
no, it's I not clever enough to on the fly think of my family's last name, but it's got like the Team Galactic logo. This is a family heirloom for all the family long line of grunts from Team Galactic and other things, throughout the years. And I stare at it and I think, and I look at the portal and I think for a second, but no, I lace those onto my fingers and I take my wig and I throw it in the portal.
Yes. We're keeping grunt.
And like that moment of like, oh, what movie am I thinking of where like I can't think of it, but so a different moment that my brain also thought of, that Kylo Ren moment where he's got both lights on his face and for a second you're not sure what he's going to do before like the sun goes out and then it's just the red light because Star Wars is subtle that way. I kind of like throw it down and I've got that like and then I just deep breath and I look up and I'm like, all right, let's do this. Hey, Cosmo!
I look over at Grunt before you start that. Just, you're a bad one, Grunt. You got this.
I look at you and I'm just like, hey, Cosmog buddy. How you doing?
And I whip out
in this machine?
melodic.
Yeah.
While she starts talking to Cosmog.
and I'm looking at Cosmog. I'm like, do you like being in this machine? Is it ouchies? Is it ouchies? Ian, is it ouchies?
Cosmog kind of looks at you and like you guys chucked the package in the portal. And as you're talking to it, it like phases through and out of the machine.
Oh God!
And it's just curious. Like comes a little closer. Like looks at you. Looks at my low tick. It's like Cosmog.
And I'm still sniffing around.
As soon as it phases out of the machine, by the way, the portal closes. Like it.
But we had already chucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The portal closes. I assume you grab the thingamadoodle. But as soon as it comes out of the machine, a like whoop, 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 whoop. Goes like it's not a like alarm, but it's like Cosmog has left the machine.
Starts, like, I glance through the door. The dudes are up the elevator, right?
They have gone up the elevator. When you look, they finally must have got up.
Good thing we checked before we Okay, but yeah, talking Cosmo, I'm gonna be like, hey, do you like being here? Is this fun, or do you want to see some outside?
Roll me eloquence, and you can have advantage for my low tick.
So once again, 4?
4, yep.
Oh heck yeah, 6 with a twist, baby.
Nice. Cosmog's just like Cosmog, and it will just start to like just follow you. It's just curious.
You're like, okay,
does anyone have a good twist?
Oh, do I have a good twist?
Yeah, does anyone?
Cosmog kind of just like, because it's kind of like cloudy, he just kind of like comes over to my head and just kind of gives it a hug, but also in kind of like a hat or wig like way.
Yeah, Cosmog's just sitting on your head.
I like wobble my head back and forth. He's got his little pom-poms going wee, swaying.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm like, all right, little guy, I'm gonna show you the night sky. It's gonna be so fun. Adventure! All right, guys, let's do this.
Who's your good boy?
Who's a good little cloud? I'm kind of like trying to like rub him, but he's like, swirling around my fingers because he's missed. Can't really give him scritches because he lacks form.
He's pure space and time energy coalesced into one.
Actually, him going on my head kind of gave me like a split second of a trip. I was like, whoa.
Oh, definitely.
Like just getting like a half second of shrooms,
Yeah.
Did we think about how we're exiting
No.
I thought you would want us to go up like a rocket.
Oh.
But no, I didn't.
Are we
I have
gonna
a
have to?
floating chicken
Like
and a
emergency stairs or
powder
something.
bomb cat. What do you want to do here?
Because if we just like blow up this room, ride up the elevator, we can't just walk out with Cosmog on your head. They're not
You're
gonna let us
that wig through
leave.
now.
Where does the elevator exit? Like, how quick is it to outside from the elevator? Like, how hard of a exit is that? If we're
That's
really
a good question.
like,
And also, are there emergency stairs?
It's a long way from the elevator.
Wait. How deep is the elevator shaft?
Very deep.
When you say very, how many stories?
Like 12?
Because my
15?
Blaziken, according to the little blurb, can
Ooh,
easily clear a 30-story building in one leap.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't know how many she can carry, but that's at least
Yes.
one way.
Okay, so we
But my math says if she's holding two of us on her back, then that'll do it.
Three of
okay,
you?
so I'm gonna break the elevator. Like we're
see your spicy chicken. What's that?
okay. So at this point we have Cosmog, who's attached to Grunt because they're buddies now, and we've sent the package. We've functionally looted that room because I'm about to grab the thingy.
Yeah.
And
I assumed you grabbed the thing.
yeah, I grabbed the thingy, and all that's left to do is blow it up and then like book it out of here, right?
Yeah.
That's the plan, basically.
Is it time for the Bunsen burner to explode?
The Bunsen burner, you hear an explosion
Not
from above
until
you.
we are starting to walk away. Yeah, slow motion walk.
But that's our chance. That's a distraction because now everybody's running to the Bunsen burner blow up because that's closer.
I did
and
roll
fire.
for that earlier, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Safety science class.
I assume that you've like fully pulled out your katana now as well.
Oh yeah, it's full.
We need to use the katana. It's Chekhov's katana.
Yeah, can you like break the elevator? Can you like cut? How sharp is this katana?
Oh, it's like the sharpest thing ever. I have nothing to do but drink energy drinks and sharpen my katana while I pretend to work all day.
Vibrating so much it's a vibroblade.
Because we need to break the elevator so we can jump up the elevator shaft with the Blaziken.
Sweet, perfect. So yeah,
Right?
I'll slice a hole through like.
Can you rig up? Okay, wait, Caitlin, your tool belt. Do you remember in Princess Bride when they're going up the cliffs of insanity, the thing that got on Fezzik?
Yes, I have one of those.
Yes, for a Blaziken though, who's so much taller than Andre the Giant.
It's a really, really well stocked tool belt. Don't at me.
Amazing.
Strappies.
Amazing.
Okay, so I'm like explaining how the elevator works to Ruby, and it's like, okay, so I just need you to break these ones, and then the elevator's gonna crash down to the bottom. Okay?
Perfect.
Jeremy's
Consider it done.
Is Jeremy still in there? I don't want to hurt Jeremy.
No, they took their lunch. They're trying to deal with the Bunsen burner instead.
Oh no!
You had to go turn it down. Come on. Because they can't elevator back down to us, and we're gonna rush out of here in a blaze of glory because I pulled that grenade that we were joking about earlier out.
Nice.
Chekhov's grenade too.
Hey guys, we actually are the baddies this time.
On purpose too.
I know.
As opposed to just being murder hobos.
So we're breaking the elevator and we're gonna drop the grenade as we jump off. What are we rolling, Ian? How much are you letting us just narrate through?
You can Ruby, go ahead and narrate how you cut down this elevator and make your way in, I guess. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. So I'll because she showed me where I need to cut and everything. So I do my fancy moves because I do nothing but practice.
Is it like Zorro, but with an R?
Oh yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah.
I was just like, yeah, it's like signing an R instead of the Z. Yeah,
And then we just kind of make our way through the little, like, the round part because that's the only cutout of a cookie. And we're like, okay, we got this. Suck it in.
No, we don't go in yet. She needs to cut the cable bit, so the whole elevator comes crashing down, and they can't elevator down to us, and it leaves it open for us to jump up through.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I jumped through, set to work on the cable side, how everything's all put on there with the safety, emergency brakes, all that sort of stuff, and jump back out of the shaft.
Emergency brakes, ridiculous.
And now we wait.
We do?
We just hear a
yeah, it's a few seconds later you just hear smash as an and like the floor shakes a bit.
I put my nose plugs on as the dust billows around us.
Yeah, as the elevator just like crash landed into the floor below.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it goes below, right? There's
the elevator shafts.
You know how elevators work, Ian.
Elevator shafts do go lower than the floor level.
Yeah.
I just look at the girls, give them a wink, and shove resheath the katana.
Nice.
Nice.
Like, get your nose plugs, ladies.
Like, shove my glasses back up my nose. So badass.
So cool. You know who you are so well. So do I, brass knuckles. Let's go.
You got this, Grant.
Yeah. Time to make family acknowledge that I get a name once I get a promotion.
I pass you the Fezzik ride-on jumpy thing, and we all
I just kind of look at you guys like we'll get admin for this, right? Right?
I mean, we have
at least a short list.
I would think so.
Admins have names.
You'll get your name, Grunt. You'll get it.
You will.
Thanks.
You've earned it.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Now let's get out of this.
Let's go fuck shit up.
Yeah, boy.
Blaziken can jump out of here.
And
as it's jumping, I drop the grenade.
Amazing.
Blow it up behind us as we're jumping out.
We're just, right?
Exactly.
We're like, oh my gosh, that's hot. That's actually very hot on my toes. Oh my god, Blaziken, go. It's not hurting you, but it hurts us so bad.
Yeah.
We didn't say it, but Rattata and Milotic, like we put our dudes back.
Yeah.
We're good.
Day into Pokemon.
We're bad, but we take care of our own.
Cosmog's still on my head, and as we shoot up, like his little like glowy bits is trailing behind me, like he's ghastly, going.
Yeah.
I
have the best ombre right now.
Exploding. Burning up, splendid
explosions. Tell me, Cosmog, now when did you
the poor guy who's been in captivity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the stars, little star buddy.
Yeah, you break out onto the top floor.
We're breaking free,
There's like people running about everywhere. There's smoke coming down the hallway.
Masquerada, and she just starts sending off more bombs. Little
I throw out
bombs, everything.
I'm like, guys, nose plug time.
Oh yeah,
and I throw out gloom.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're doing bombs. The two of them just powder everywhere. Nobody's clothes will ever make it through the wash. There's not enough tape in the world.
You start spreading amnesia, sleep, paralysis, poison, all sorts of just like
all the static
terrible
effects.
Things.
We don't actually have air filtration. We're just holding our breath.
Correct.
It's only a tool belt, okay? I can only fit so much.
We're just going to place and we're like, go.
I had to save room for the grenade and the Blaziken harness.
And, yeah,
Do either one of you have anything that can like
Move fast
bat?
and
Like,
break
can we? Are we bashing through walls? Are
no,
we running
the
through
three,
hallways?
yeah, the
Blaze
three you
is
just
pretty-
smash your way out.
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah.
She's Blaze kicking
And-
doors left and right.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
even doors for
Bloom's
going through.
throwing out like razor
That
leaves,
would
One
man,
guy
you know.
who
Oh,
was
I've got a flame wheel.
condescending to me in a sexist way.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
She just like
Yeah.
goes like right up to him, like with her flamey leg claw, grabs him right on the face, and just down onto the ground. And I walk over him.
Yeah.
I don't even use the brass knuckles.
Uh,
I don't need to.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can. The three you can get out of the building.
Yes.
It's like they're putting the fires out. They're getting it sorted, but there is mad
Throwing
chaos in there.
Do we just
Razor leaves and flame wheels.
jump out a
and-
window and then you like send out your swimmy boys and we just land on them and we just look so ethereally gorgeous on like
Or
the,
like-
the
As you, like-
sexiest of water
Throw
travel
Lapras.
Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And then it
We all
just
ride
cuts
Lapras
out
for
like it's
victory.
the end of that one season with the Orange Islands.
No, we do
Yeah.
we do that thing where we like get up onto the back of Lapras and like flip our hair and like reveal that we're in our like
Bikinis or
galactic
something,
uniforms or like
galactic uniform,
being
that
all
works too.
Galactic.
galactic bikinis.
Galactic
just-
bikini.
And then it like freeze
Standard
frames like
issue.
80s movie style.
Yeah. You have to end gender.
Our
this, I'm
short-
sorry.
With the hair flip, with the
barely
water coming
flowing.
out of it, like Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we smash cut to the three of you on a beach somewhere with margaritas.
Yes. Charlie's
And-
Angels this time.
Cosmog is just floating around happily.
Yeah, Cosmog's just like
We
partying.
technically have
is-
not
so just-
shadow converted him. He's just our buddy now.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
is Cosmog question, yeah, because we didn't shadow convert him. Is Cosmog Grunt's Pokemon now?
No, I wouldn't go that
come on.
far.
Come on.
But
We've been through
Cosmog's
stuff together.
intrigued.
But we
Cosmog's an
bonded.
ethereal, like mythical entity.
Yeah,
Um,
but Grunt is
it's
special.
fair.
I'm
That's fair.
ethereal.
Oh, brass knuckles.
But yeah.
And I
So
sacrificed identity for the sake of acceptance from the people who denied it to me growing up.
No, you're gonna prove them that you're your own person.
I'm going to
Choose your
be
own name.
the very best, like no one ever was.
no, we smash cut to the three of you, margaritas on a beach, on a little on like a little island, like a little private island, and
We're in the
a little
Alola region?
hut.
Yeah.
A little hut on the island. You were always in the Alola region.
Yeah.
The
just
AEther
confirming.
group is
Oh, right.
Yeah.
a little hut, and the phone inside the hut rings, and you answer it, and it says, "Well done. That was an excellent work. You'll all be, you're all on the short list for this one. That was very impressive. The higher ups have taken notice of all of you. We appreciate the work you've done, and we'll have more work in the future for you."
I've got the phone
Thank
and
you.
I'm like, thanks, Dad.
You just hear the person on the other end of the line go, "You're welcome, honey."
Nepotism.
Now remember,
No, they didn't give me any special treatment. If anything, I got less.
True.
you just hear,
You have
"Now
to
remember,
earn your
always brush your
nepotism,
teeth."
honey. That doesn't make sense.
Just remember, always brush your teeth, and remember, the message always explodes at the end. Yes, this island will
Chuck the
explode.
phone.
No, this island will explode, and the phone just hangs up.
Oh God.
Team Galactic is blasting off.
And then it just does a
Intergalactic, planetary,
Yes.
intergalactic. Sorry.
Nice.
yeah, it cuts to that song and Rocket's like jumping, like we're all jumping onto Lapras and Rocket's being like, looks like Team Galactic's jumping up again. Just really, really going
Yeah.
for it.
Going hard.
Like a hardcore pool float.
Yeah. And I think we'll end the session there. So
We did it.
we did it. I was
Ultimate
Ian
success.
the Professor, and we had
Bev playing the self-actualized and named to be determined. That's me.
AKA Ficus.
I discarded that.
No, she's Grunt now. Better than Grunt.
I'll get a name once I get admin and I get my own little outfit.
when you make it to admin, your name will be admin.
Come up with something
We
like
had,
say on that or something.
I was Kaz playing the girl who was super pumped to finally be able to whip out her katana, Ruby.
Yeah.
And I was Caitlin playing Rocket.
Excellent. And we are Team Galactic signing off. Just kidding. We're sponsored by nobody. Signing off.
Team Rocket.